look at that. Look at our heads. Look at Andre the Giant. Memorabilia all on the wall, all signed autographs, sitting in the Dixie Burger here in Ellerbe, North Carolina, nerd locations. Andre the Giant used to get the double deluxe burger here.
They called it the Giant Burger.
The Giant Burger. We just got regular sized burgers. But before I begin, I want to give a shout out to X5 Podcast. This is a shirt. My boys at X5. They got a new podcast. Check it out. I'm going to put a link below. I've already either been on it or I'm going to be on it. And you got to check out their podcast. So now, let's start the video. How does it begin? Wait, check it. I know you're going to dig.
I know you're going to
But there's a laugh first to go. That's me laughing.
Is that you?
Yeah, slowed it down. Talented.
You're going to find out Andre the Giant invented iced coffee.
Right here. Right here.
I know you gonna dig this. Get funky with me.
Anybody want a peanut? Anybody want a peanut?
What's going on, anybody? How you doing today? So here I am at the Rankin Museum of American Heritage here in Ellerbe, North Carolina. Population 4, now 6. If you don't know my friend here, this is Will.I.Am and I'm Brittany, bitch. Right? Take a look at the hat. Rain always wears a hat. I know that country. It's that way.
That way.
That way. North. Slowly but surely, I'm turning all my American friends into Canadians.
I'm getting the Leafs hat soon.
You're getting one direct sent from Toronto. Now, I've stated many times before how much I love WWF, not WWE, WWF wrestling back in the 80s. My favorite wrestler was Andre the Giant, is Andre the Giant still. I loved Andre the Giant. When he turned bad, I still loved him. Hulk Hogan, when he body slammed him, it was a glorified hip toss. It was a hip toss. To this day, it's like if you're a hockey fan, it's like Wayne Gretzky high sticking Doug Gilmour. I'm a Wayne Gretzky fan, but he high sticked him, and in the playoffs. Yeah, I can't get into that right now, but I love Andre the Giant. This is a museum dedicated to American heritage, but inside there's an Andre the Giant exhibit because Andre the Giant lived about 10 minutes away from here.
Right.
Isn't that crazy? He lived in this tiny little town. Not just because it's not a pun, like he's so huge. But isn't it crazy that he lived here?
He lives in, if you don't know where Andre the Giant lives, drive an hour and a half to the middle of nowhere, hang a right, then hang a left, then hang another right in the middle of nowhere where there's a population of 6, 1 red light, and 2 stop signs,
Yep.
and you have arrived at Andre's
Yeah,
place.
it's, what are we, an hour and a half from Charlotte?
Yeah.
But an hour and a half east of Charlotte. Tiny town, but yeah, Andre lived here, loved it. We're gonna go in, show you the museum, show you the Andre exhibit, and then go out to his property. That's where when he passed away, 1996,
I'm not sure.
97, something around then. 1993 when he passed away. He was cremated. He was how old? But he was 46 years old when he passed away. And his body was cremated and his ashes spread on that property. So I actually was here before. A few years ago I did a video from here. I never put it up for whatever reason, because I get backlogged. I get so many videos and then I start forgetting what I have. And then I was talking with Rain on the phone. This is Rain from Nerd Locations, by the way, not Will.I.Am. And I said to him, well, with videos I'm doing in North Carolina right now, I said, Andre the Giant's place isn't too far from there. And Rain was like, oh, I'd love to see the museum.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I'll do it over again because I had such a good time seeing it. It's a small exhibit, but it's awesome. And let's go inside, see what they have having to do with Andre the Giant. Right on the door, there he is, Andre in his bad guy uniform. Remember that he used to wear the blue tights when he was a good guy, and then when he became bad on Piper's Pit, which we talked about on our Roddy Piper video that we did together.
In L.A.
Yeah. He started wearing the black singlet. How would you even get one of those in his size? It's custom made, I guess. If I had one, I'd wear it. All right, let's go on.
The speakeasy Bar and Grill in Sanford, which Sanford's roughly 50 miles north of here at number 1. Where you guys coming from?
Toronto and Rock Hill.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow, look at the size of it just compared to
Canada, eh?
Yeah. Canada, eh? That's why I gave him the hat. Look at that.
Yeah.
156 beers in one sitting.
And it doesn't now, he did not set that record there, but that was a picture taken of him.
All right, so here it is, the Andre exhibit. Look at that. Wow. So this is the greatest pro wrestling in the world, presented by TBS, a Japanese television network. You got this trophy. Oh, is that the Pontiac Silverdome? Yeah, WrestleMania 3. Yeah, that's WrestleMania 3. That's when Hulk Hogan body slammed him. And I was a Hulk Hogan fan, though. But I had to choose.
He cheated.
Again, it was like when Toronto played the LA Kings.
It was a cheat.
I had to choose between my home team and Wayne Gretzky, and I chose my home team. So Andre, he cheated. But look at that! Isn't that crazy? Yeah, 93,173 people. Hulk surprised the world by picking up Andre over his head and then dropping him to win the title. Let's chill out. That's 81. WrestleMania 2. Andre won. That's right. Where is he here? There he is. How many people have I done videos on here? Iron Sheik, not yet. Big John Studd. Where's Junkyard Dog? Wasn't he involved in this? Was he on wrestling somewhere? There's Hillbilly Jim.
Iron Sheik.
Yeah, I said Iron Sheik. Killer Bees.
Big John Studd.
Greg Valentine back there.
Vern, is that Gagne? I'm not sure.
Not sure who that is. I'm not sure who that One Man Gang maybe right here. No, I think Junkyard Dog was involved in one of the matches, or maybe he was already eliminated by this point. But it was everybody. WrestleMania 2. Who did Andre the Giant fight at WrestleMania 3? Hulk Hogan.
Boom.
Okay. What type of match did Andre the Giant and Big John Studd have at WrestleMania 1, and who won? Wasn't a cage match. A who wore it best match. 15,000 body slam challenge. Yeah, that's right. He won and he threw the money. Some of the money. What wrestler was Andre in a feud with who was credited as giving Andre a broken ankle? These are hard. I can't remember back then, but giving Andre a broken ankle.
These are hard.
Yeah. People right now that are watching this are yelling it. I'm gonna say he had a feud with Nikolai Volkov. King Kong. Oh, the day before he actually broke his ankle when he stumbled out of his bed, so they just played it up. What caused Andre to flee the ring in the 1989 Royal Rumble? A snake. Andre's fear of snakes. Jake the Snake Roberts threw his pet snake into the ring with Andre. Oh, come on. Who was Andre the Giant's manager from 1987 till 1990?
Bobby the Brain.
Bobby the Brain Heenan. I have a video coming up on him soon. This was a tennis racket given to Andre the Giant.
These photos.
Look at him carrying it. 3 years is a long time to be a champion. That's what he said to Hulk in Piper's Pit. Let's just do a pan up of this beaut. Look at him. Jeez. That's how... Wow. A night to remember. So they have July 23rd, 2021. People gather to honor his achievements. Look at his crutches. Isn't that crazy? Here, now, Mickey and Maude. See the movie Mickey and Maude?
Yeah.
This is how stupid I was as a little kid. My friend and I, we saw it with his parents. We had to, because we wanted to see it because we knew Andre the Giant and Big John Studd were in it.
Yeah.
And so we waited to the credits to see their names in the credits because, we were big time wrestling fans. And it said André Roussimoff and John Minton. And we thought, what?
What is that?
What does that mean? They have real last names? I think we thought the last names was The Giant and Studd.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're messing it up.
There we go. There's Andre back there. Was Iron Sheik in it too? He was Dagoth in Conan the Destroyer. Of course, Fezzik. Anybody want a peanut? Princess Bride. This is the tuxedo. Not in that shot, but he wore this tuxedo. Wow. Wait, this tuxedo here. He wore this in the movie.
Here's his press release from The Princess Bride.
Wow. Hey, look, he's credited as Andre the Giant there. No John Minton. Big Brother. Zorro. 1990, he did a spot in Zorro. There he is. That's in Zorro. There he is. There he is next to Schwarzenegger. Look at that. And Wilt Chamberlain, too. Sorry for the glare. And, of course, remember that? He played Bigfoot.
$6 Million Man.
Yeah. Those who play after school. That was crazy. This is his wrestling jacket.
Urban legend says this community was offered 50 grand for that jacket.
50 grand.
50 grand, and they said, no, we're keeping it.
Let's put some money together, people. Let's buy this. And I get to keep it. When I was about 20, 21, I was working in a cafe, and I had all the wrestling figurines that came exactly in those packages, but I never got Andre. It was always sold out when I was a kid, but I still had kept my wrestlers. When I was like 19 or 20, this guy I was working with named Nick at a little cafe, he walked over to a garage sale. He was walking around, and he found a bunch of wrestling dolls, and he bought them all. He was so happy. He came back with Andre the Giant. I freaked out. I was like, that's the only one I never had as a kid. It's so cool. Didn't ask him for it. Boom. He handed it to me.
Good guy.
Yeah.
Good guy.
It was $1, but it was a sentiment.
Sentiment. Good guy.
You know how much those are probably worth these days? I don't know. More than that. Oh, yeah. Remember when he used the machines? That's the mask he wore.
Japan.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a gimmick to get Andre back into wrestling after he was suspended from the WWF for missing matches. Size 26 shoes. Wow.
There's a couple of singlets, it looks like.
Oh, yeah. Is that one of his actual singlets? Yeah, he was really close friends with Hulk Hogan. He was known as the uncrowned champion.
He was Jean Ferre.
Jean Ferre. Yeah, Jean Ferre.
Jean Ferre in Japan.
Yeah, and then the Colossal Connection. Oh, I think King Haku is in this photo. Maybe. There? I'm not sure.
I think you're right.
I think it is him. That's Jim Neidhart there.
Well, this is cool. Back in the 80s, there was a cartoon called Rock and Wrestling. There's Junkyard Dog,
Yeah, there he is.
Piper, Mr. Fuji,
Mean Gene
Nicola
Oberlin.
Vokola, Mean Gene, and there's Andre. And this is an actual
Lou
cell.
Albano.
Lou
Hillbilly
Albano.
Jim.
And this is an actual cell from the
Wow.
cartoon.
Wild. And then we've got, what do we got over here? Andre here at the museum. Clayton Carricker is a buddy of his. Look at Andre. There's Andre. His memorial. Hulk Hogan's at the memorial right there, if you can see. There it is. I believe that's at the AFJ Ranch, which is where we're going to go. Andre with Goofy, Andre with some showgirls, a young Andre.
Here is herding cattle on his four-wheeler at his ranch.
Yeah, right there. There's the ranch. There's more shots of the ranch. He purchased land on Highway 73 north of Ellerbe in order to build a cattle ranch. Frenchie Bernard, and Frenchie's wife, moved to the ranch to take care of the property while Andre was traveling. He loved walking the dogs when he was at the ranch. And his version of walking dogs was following them to a pond on the property on his four-wheeler. So not much exercises there, joking there. But there you go, there's the ranch right there. He had acromegaly, which is a rare hormonal disorder caused by a benign tumor of the pituitary gland, January 27, 1993. 12 years of age, he was 6'3". Come on. Wow. Stand in front of l'Arc de Triomphe in Paris. It's too much of a glare here. There's something. Oh, here we go. Oh, Lumberton. I like Lumberton. Andre the Giant. But what's behind you? Oh wait, we would have gone with Bret Hart. Oh yeah, I remember this. Bret Hart drew this. So Bret Hart, he drew this while Andre was in the hospital. There he is sitting on Hulk Hogan holding Bret Hart in his hands. All of Andre's fellow wrestlers and friends signed the back of the drawing. That's crazy.
Check out his rings.
Look at those actually fit.
That's unbelievable.
NFL Detroit Lions ring. The gold ring, Detroit Pistons. Given to Andre by a bar he attended frequently in Detroit. Oh yeah, there's all the signatures. Look, to Andre, the big boss. Thanks a lot for everything, Bret Hitman. Yeah. Wow, that's really cool. Big Boss. A lot of people call him Big Boss. Yeah, another Big Boss. Big Boss. Your friend, Big Boss Man, Boss.
Jesse Ventura.
Oh. Yeah, Jesse the Body. There he is. Jim Anvil Neidhart. To Andre, thanks for all the potatoes. That's really cool. You can see, I mean, you know, it took me a long time to realize wrestling was fake.
Potato means when you actually hit somebody in the ring.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so they call it potato, like a potato punch. It's meaning, like most punches in wrestling are kind of like fake, but a potato punch is like, Andre was so massive, if he tried to fake it, he's still
going to connect, maybe.
Still couldn't connect. That's what potato means.
Oh, I thought maybe he had lots of potatoes that he gave. Thank you for telling me that. Look at all the Saturday night's main event. I remember staying up late for those. Oh, who is he there? Is that Honky Tonk Man he's there with? No. Oh, who that is? Somebody will know. Looks like Honky Tonk, but it's not. It's too early. Saturday night's main event, WrestleMania 11. Wait, 11? Yeah. No, 9. No. Yeah, 9. WrestleMania 7. Wow.
WrestleMania 3.
Oh, I could have just gone more though. Yeah, 3, 4, no, 6. Skydome, Toronto. That was WrestleMania 6? Was Skydome? Wow. Yeah, because 4 was in Atlantic City, that's right. Now what's here? What's this?
This is the chair he had custom made for his house.
What do you think?
I'm a pretty big guy.
Yeah.
I need one of these. This is unbelievable.
Does it say behind? Muhammad Ali behind here. Andre's showing his hands. Let's have a seat.
You want me to hold it? Tell me.
Yeah. Let me see here.
I'll
It's
film you
comfortable.
there.
Yeah.
I'll film you there.
Oui, oui.
And then stand up.
We do a lot of thinking. Large thinking. Big thoughts. Giant thoughts. Sitting in this chair. Give you an overview. Just a small little spot for a very, very big man. Showed you the whole thing that's in here. But now we've got somewhere special we're going to go. Having to do with Andre the Giant. Very, very cool. And here's a museum, the Museum of American Heritage, which maybe one day I'll make it back and take a look around. I did last time. It's really cool. But we got Andre stuff to do. That was cool. Thanks to John Smith.
John Smith.
John Smith, who works here, because he gave us a little bit of extra information, shows that photo.
Absolutely.
That was awesome. All right, so now we're going to go drive over to where Andre lived, see what we can see, the outside of the ranch, maybe see the old barns. The house has been torn down, a new house is in its place, but that's where he was, his remains were spread, his ashes were spread on the property that he loved. Ready to go?
Let's go.
Let's go. On January 27th, 1993, Andre the Giant died of congestive heart failure in a hotel room while he slept in Paris, France.
Anybody want a peanut?
So you see the sign there, AFJ Ranch. This is the road leading up into Andre's old property. It's divided into, I think, 3 or 4 properties. So we're gonna drive up the road. We talked to somebody in town, so you can just drive up the road, take a quick video of the barn because that's all that's left. But there are other houses on the property, little roads that stretch out. So just show you that. But if you come out here, it is private property on one side from what I gather, and we're not going there. We're just going to straight up take a look on this road, but then the private roads inside going to other houses we're not going to go on to. And yeah, just take a look and show you what we see here at Andre the Giant's former ranch. And it's incredible being here. I've been here before, but it's beautiful out here. I can see why Andre the Giant would want to live out here. You're away from everything. You're away from the hustle and bustle of, well, Charlotte, and then your life as Andre the Giant. Where you go, you're recognized. You're not mistaken for anybody else. And even if you weren't famous, with Andre's size and a specific look, you're gonna get stared at. So this is a place where you come for refuge, to be by himself with friends, you know, and just live life. I mean, it's the middle of nowhere, but as I always said, the middle of nowhere is somewhere for somebody. Let's turn around here again. It's too far up. Part of Andre's estate is this barn here. This old barn. And down off to the right, you're gonna see the pond. And that's, I'm not sure if that's exactly where his ashes were scattered, but that's where he used to walk the dogs too. I think it was his favorite part of the property. It makes sense that it was down there. Right over there, you see all that water? That's the pond. Right there. This is where Andre's remains are scattered somewhere here on this property. All right, so now Ray and I are gonna take you to one of Andre the Giant's favorite restaurants in town. Dixie Burger. He ate at 2 places a lot. Ellerbe Springs restaurant, Dixie Burger. Ellerbe Springs, I love to go and have something, quick coffee even, but they keep some weird hours. Let's hit up Dixie Burger. Let's take a look and see what they got on the menu. And hear if anybody has the Andre stories. You ready to go, Rand?
Let's go.
Do it. Just to give you an indication of how small the town is, I'm gonna show you right now how small Ellerbe is. I'm gonna drive on the main street here. Very, very, very small town. Here's where Andre lived. Just to show you, hey, Ad on the Woo, Big the Foot. Shout out Ad on the Woo. My man, this is it. 4 corners. This is Andre's town. 4 corners and 2 of the stores aren't even working. Nice little shop, so a little game room. Nice little clothing shop. Come in, we're open and awesome. Not sure what they sell here. A lot of stuff. Looks like a toy store, beach store. There's no beach. Well, the beach is about 2 hours away, I guess. But yeah, this is it. Welcome to Ellerbe. I love small towns. It's beautiful.
Anybody want a peanut?
And we've made it to Dixie Burger, Andre's favorite restaurant. Now, it looks like a fast food joint, but apparently it's not. It's a sit-down, home-cooked meal type of place. Right beside Food King! With an exclamation point. Food King. It's not Food King. It's Food King! I remember that from a year ago. There was something odd about this particular plaza. It's that exclamation mark. There it is. Let's go inside and see what we can see. At the Dixie Burger. Oh, we got the DB Dixie Burger, and look at all the pictures of Andre. Autographed. Oh, they're all autographed. Look at that. Why am I not in focus? Okay, let's start that again. DB for Dixie Burger. Andre the Giant photos, all autographed here. Look at that, autographed. Princess Bride. I don't think that one's autographed. That's about the celebration. That's coming up. They're having a little celebration Saturday, August 12th. If I haven't put this up already. So who do they have coming? It says meet and greet. Who are they meeting?
Scott, did you know? Well, you do know because she just told us. When Andre came here, he would get the double, also known as the Giant Burger, and an iced coffee.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. Iced coffee 30 years ago.
30
You
years
know?
ago. Man of our own
I don't
heart.
remember iced coffee 30 years ago, if that was even a thing.
Andre invented it.
Andre Giant invented iced
He
coffee?
invented iced coffee.
What couldn't he do? Ah, Andre, he invented iced coffee. So this is it. It's just a tiny little place and it's really funky. Very cool. Nice and air conditioned. And a huge menu. If you're passing through Ellerbe, the menu starts there, and it's very small print. They have everything you could want. It's crazy.
Anybody want a peanut?
Here it is, the inside of Dixie Burger. All right, Will.i.am. So, there's the kitchen. That's where Andre's food was made. I can't eat on camera. I don't want. We both got a hamburger. I can't eat on camera. No.
But iced coffee was invented right here by Andre the Giant.
In
Right?
Ellerbe, North Carolina, that's where iced coffee was invented.
Who knew?
None of you knew because we just made it up. But still,
That's what he liked.
yeah, he did. All right, Ryan. Thanks, man. Andre the Giant recipes. I love Andre the Giant, man. Favorite wrestler of all time. Followed by.
Nerd locations.
No, I was going to say my second favorite wrestler. Yeah, his channel and Instagram is Nerd Locations.
I thought you said follow.
No, I wanted to plug your follow. But I was going to say my second favorite wrestler was Ricky Steamboat. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Loved him. And Bret Hitman Hart. And Hulk Hogan.
Jim Neidhart.
Jim Neidhart. Junkyard Dog I love too. Grab them cakes. But Andre was always number one. Nerd Locations. Instagram, YouTube. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Rest in peace, André the Giant, André Roussimoff. Peace out. Yes. Whoops. 1993. 1993 when he passed away. And it was brutal. That is, 46 is young. Fuck me, no. Right. 1993. I don't say right. I'm not agreeing with it. 1993. That's when he passed away.
And he lived here from 81 to 93.
Right. But yeah, as I said, he died in France, right? While he was on, was he wrestling in France at the time? Was he just there? Having lots of wine, but I mean, 46. But I mean, I had just gotten out of wrestling at this point. I was just, but I still followed Andre. I was not into wrestling at that point. I always like to say I was into wrestling for very short, but intensely into wrestling. It was all I thought about. And then I call it BP, before puberty. Because once puberty hit,
It's all about the girls.
I didn't care about anything else. Okay, well now fuck it. It's gonna be
We'll do
all.
it again. We can.
Anybody want a peanut?